Hola, my loyal 42 subs. Just an update. I got a Slowking stuffed animal, from, GameStop. So I have that now. Just a new set change. Because Groudon was there before. My, Groudon plush. Okay, clap sound. Video time. Today I'm going to be doing a Detective Pikachu review. I saw it on Thursday, the day before it came out, because you know some theaters do that. They show movies the day before they come out. They used to not do that. They used to play it at midnight the day it did come out, but then they stopped doing that because, like, dangers and stuff. So I'm going to review the movie. Overall, I really enjoyed Detective Pikachu. My biggest problem with it is that I could predict some of the twists early on. Like, this video is going to have spoilers. Like, there's this rich British guy who made Rhyme City, and I saw him. The second he came on screen, he was rich and he was British, and I was like, oh, he's the bad guy. Because that's how movies work. Rich bad guys are usually, rich people are often bad guys, and then British people are often bad guys in movies. So a rich bad guy, I knew he wasn't going to be good. And also, okay, so, I'm not good at plot synopsises, but I'm gonna explain the movie. So what happens is, there's this kid whose name I forget, honestly. I'm just gonna call him Kid. So this kid goes, around, and his friend's trying to get him to catch a Pokemon, because he says he needs a Pokemon partner, and he's like, no, I don't. And then he learns that his dad died, but he hasn't seen his dad for like 10 years. He lives with his grandma. So he goes off to visit his dad's place to, get all his stuff or whatever. And then when he's there, he finds a Pikachu, who is his dad's Pokemon partner, except now it talks, and it's a detective. And they have to go, they're trying to find out where the dad is, because they think he's still alive, and also why this Pikachu has, amnesia and can't remember anything. Pikachu used amnesia. I threw a quarter at the screen. Sorry. So, that's generally it. In the end, you realize that, like, there's this Mewtwo. So the villain, right, who made Rhyme City, he's trying to get people to, like, put their souls in their Pokemon so that they can be stronger and, like, better. Like, it's like Get Out, sorta, but instead of putting white people into black people's bodies, they put every people into Pokemon's bodies to make them stronger, even into the weak Pokemon. So it turns out that earlier in the movie, the dad was put into the Pikachu. And, like, during the beginning of the main climax scene, I was like, oh, they're putting all the people into Pokemon. The dad's probably in Pikachu, so I saw that coming. And the dad is just played by, like, Ryan Reynolds in the end, too. And they didn't CGI his face or anything. He looks nothing like his son, but I don't know, it's cool. It's alright. But now I've talked a lot about what I don't like about it, but I did really like a lot of stuff. First off, I'm a Pokemon fan, so just this movie existing, like, really got me excited. And also, like, seeing all the little references around the city, I was just like, oh, I know that thing. Oh, I know that thing, too. That was me, like, during the whole movie. And also, they had a Torterra in it, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, and was my first starter. So that made me hyped up. They have a lot of Torterras in this movie. They reused kind of a lot of Pokemon. Like, it was clear that they probably only made, like, 50 to 100 designed Pokemon. Because, like, there's this one scene where someone's attacking someone with a Loudred, like a Ditto turns into a Loudred, and I'm like, why couldn't he turn into an Exploud? He would just be stronger. Oh, yeah, because they didn't make it Exploud. But that's fine, because, like, the Pokemon look really good. The CGI in this movie is really good, except for, like, 2 occasions. So it makes up for it. Because if they did have to make, like, all 800 and blah 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 Pokemon, it would be, like, they wouldn't look as good, because they wouldn't have more money. They would just have to do more with less money, which would make the movie look worse overall. So yeah, I really like the story in it. Like, it is kind of cliched for detective movies, but I don't really watch a lot of detective movies, so to me it was new. Like, it's like if you play New Super Mario Bros. U, and you haven't played the old ones, It might be the same old things as the last one, but you haven't played the last one, so it's good. So I really like that part about it. The lighting was good for the movie. That's a weird thing to say. And I just noticed as I said that, this shined right on my eye to show off how bad my lighting is in comparison to the movie, which is really good lighting. So the lighting and the story I like. The characters. The movie's really funny at times. The funniest joke probably is like, there's a tortilla garden, right? Where the tortillas are like huge because of genetic mutation and stuff. And during it, they're like falling all across the tortilla's back. And then Ryan Reynolds says something along the lines of like, "Oh, after all this, how can you still not believe in global warming?" And it's funny. I couldn't pull it off because my voice isn't Ryan Reynolds, and because you have to see the scene. But that's probably my favorite joke in the movie. Another thing I like, this is like a really oddly specific thing, but in one scene they go into like a Pokemon fight club, and like it feels like, they have these like Loudrids like moving their mouths in weird ways to make these booming bass sounds for the music that's playing there. And I just thought that was really cool. Like, to just see a Pokemon that makes bass sounds. Not like bass like the guitar or bass drums or anything. Like bass like boom, boom, like that kind of bass. I don't know, I just thought that was a really nice touch. This movie has a lot of things like that are just like really nice touches to Pokemon fans and not Pokemon fans. It's, sorry, my throat is really bad, so I'm probably going to sound like I'm like 90-year-old addicted to cigarettes during this whole video, because my throat has been bad for like too long probably. I really like the movie though. Besides, I can't really describe all the stuff I like about it. I just really like it. Like the characters, like a lot of the Pokemon are also really cute. And like when I saw some of the trailers, I was like, I'm not too sure about this. But I do think most of them look good. Like the one I was really questioning in the trailers was the look of Sneasel. I thought that it looked too furry, but then he only showed up for like 2 seconds, so I was like, oh, okay. The comedy I do think is good. The Mr. Mime scene they like murdered in the trailers is even better in the movie. The plot is, I've already said that. I just enjoy this movie a lot. So I would probably give it a 8 out of 10, which is also what IGN gave it, because I really like a lot of it. But I could also tell that they were reusing some Pokemon. That's not as much of a problem. And that I could tell the two main twists from earlier on. Actually, I'd probably give it an 8.5. Because, like, everything besides that I like. The whole story, all the comedy. The effects are really good in this movie. I just really like it. But now, what's the Sonic movie gonna do? Is the Sonic movie gonna be as good as this? My prediction for the Sonic movie, which I'll also give here, is that it's gonna be tolerable. I want to go see it when it comes out, because I feel like it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be better than a lot of people are saying, but I also don't think it's gonna be like a classic. I don't think Detective Pikachu will go down as a classic, but I think for Pokemon fans, it will go down as a classic. I said classic a lot. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I guess we're good for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Clap sounds. End of video. I forgot to mention earlier, but if you go to the movie, they give you these little Pokemon cards, and my sister let me have hers, so I have 2 now. So I'm just gonna, like, save those up for like 20 years and then sell them, because a lot of people did that with the first Pokemon movie that came out like 20 years ago, and they're worth a lot now, so I'm gonna do that. And I also forgot to mention that I really enjoy that they didn't just only use Gen 1 Pokemon. They used all gens. Wait, are there any Gen 6 Pokemon? Probably somewhere. They used all sorts of regions, though. They kind of did mostly Gen 1. But that's expected, because a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon have good designs, and it's the most nostalgic for a lot of people. My favorite region is Gen 5. But you don't care what I say. So yeah, that's just this is the actual end of the video. Sorry. So, now I'll make a real ending clap. I nailed that.